Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Hi everyone. Today we're making Punjabi Palak Paneer, the creamy, restaurant-style spinach and paneer curry you can easily make at home. I'll show you all the tips and tricks to get that perfect flavor and texture. Let's get started. Punjabi Palak Paneer, creamy dhaba-style spinach paneer at home. If you've ever ordered palak paneer at a Punjabi dhaba or a North Indian restaurant, you know the feeling. Soft paneer cubes in a smooth spinach gravy that tastes rich, warm and comforting. Punjabi Palak Paneer is that classic spinach paneer curry, but with a few signature touches that make it taste deeper and more restaurant style. The Punjabi version stands out because it builds flavor in layers. It starts with a well-cooked onion tomato base, buna masala, then finishes with butter or ghee and a pinch of kasuri methi, dried fenugreek leaves, for that familiar aroma. The good news is you don't need fancy tools or hard-to-find ingredients. With a few smart prep moves and clear steps, you can get that creamy, balanced taste at home without the raw spinach bite or watery gravy. What makes Punjabi Palak Paneer taste like a dhaba or restaurant? Restaurant-style palak paneer doesn't happen by accident. It's built the same way many Punjabi gravies are built. First you cook flavor into the base, then you add the greens, then you finish with richness and aroma. One big reason homemade palak paneer can taste thin is that people rush the masala. Another is spinach handling. Spinach can taste flat if it's just blended and simmered, or bitter if it's overcooked. It can also turn watery if it isn't drained well. Punjabi kitchens avoid those problems with a few habits. They cook the onion and tomato until thick and glossy, not just soft. They keep spinach bright and fresh tasting by cooking it briefly, then blending. They treat finishing as a real step, not an afterthought. Kasuri methi, butter, and a little cream go a long way. Think of it like building a good soup. If the base is weak, no topping can save it. If the base is strong, even simple ingredients taste special. The key difference is the buna masala, slow-cooked onion, tomato, and spices. Buna just means cooking the masala down until it's darker, thicker, and smells rich. You're not burning anything. You're driving off water and letting the aromatics and spices toast gently in the fat. The core aromatics are simple: onion, ginger, garlic, and green chili. The spice set is also familiar: cumin, coriander, turmeric, and garam masala. When you cook this base properly, two things happen. The onion and tomato lose their raw edge. The gravy gets depth, which helps remove that green spinach taste. A good cue is the look. The masala turns paste-like and starts leaving the sides of the pan, with oil or ghee showing at the edges. Texture and finish: blended spinach, creaminess, kasuri methi, and a little butter. Punjabi Palak Paneer is usually smooth, not chunky. Blending the cooked spinach gives that silky texture, and it also makes the gravy feel creamy even before you add dairy. Then come the finishing touches. A small splash of cream or beaten yogurt softens any sharp notes. Kasuri methi adds a roasted, slightly sweet aroma that screams dhaba. A spoon of butter or ghee gives shine and rounds the whole thing out. If your spinach tastes bitter, don't panic. Balance it with salt first, then add a squeeze of lemon at the end, or a tiny pinch of sugar. The goal is not sweetness. It's balance. That's it for part 1. You've seen how to prep the spinach and make the flavorful buna masala. In part 2, we'll finish the curry, cook the paneer, and bring everything together. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.